stars, how y'all doing and how y'all living? Hey guys, I am surprisingly, I have a little bit of energy. I've been off work for an hour. I work 10-hour shifts. These hoes ain't easy. You listen to people whine, cry, and bitch all day long. I guess I should be used to it. Anyways, but I thought I would come in and let you guys know what I've learned so far from being alone. So, the number one thing I learned is that I never, ever, ever want to be a broke version of myself, a broken version of myself, and give that version away to somebody else. And I do not want to receive a broken version of someone else either. What I realized in all the time that I was in my relationship was I came into it broken. And that puts you in a vulnerable ass position when you come into a situation already broken, because that allows people that don't have good intentions for you to prey on you. Me, the way I had looked at it was that I was giving all the love I didn't receive to another person that wasn't healed either. But it just depends on what type of person you are when you're unhealed. And I'm gonna take responsibility and say that I was a people pleasing, son of a gun when I was not healed. I'm in the process of healing. I'm getting back into therapy because I don't want to ever give anyone the broken version of me again, and I don't want to receive that type of love either. So I have to change my frequency in order to receive healed love in return. So I'm just working on healing myself. But can I have a moment to be completely honest with you guys? And I'm gonna be 1,000,000% honest with you guys. That's the only way I have been with y'all. So in reality, when I did get separated in 2020, I never expected to get this far, ever. I never ever expected to see it get to the point that it's at right now. I considered myself to be a very weak person prior to the separation. I would always give in and do what I felt was the easier option and never stick to my guns and do what actually made me happy. So at the moment, I know you guys hear a lot of times, like, when women walk away, it's when they've put up with so much and they can't deal with it anymore, and by the time they do decide, like, they're not in love with you anymore. And that's exactly what happened. I gave my all, I invested my all, and I did that for over 20 years. And then one day I woke up and was like, I can't do it anymore. And you guys, it was really over something that shouldn't have bothered me as much as it did, but that was just that tiny straw that broke the camel's back. But I just felt like he was cool with the disrespect of me, and that's where I was like, no, because I can forgive a lot of things, but when you're intentionally laughing in my face over somebody disrespecting me, I couldn't. So I didn't expect the separation to last long once I did separate from him. But as the days went on, I started thinking about overall everything, right? So it wasn't just that isolated incident, it was this, that. And I was like, yo, what am I fighting for? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, what is wrong with me? Am I sick in the head? It's like having some version of Stockholm syndrome, right? So I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm one sick fuck. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm literally one sick fuck because I seem like this is my kink. Being torn down emotionally or physically, held back financially. So I felt like I got some kind of weird kink going on. Like, am I good? Started therapy. Therapy was amazing, but then my therapist ended up getting sick and having family members pass away, and I think it was just all too much. And she ended up taking a leave of absence that it seemed like it ended up being permanent. So I didn't go to therapy because I literally have never trusted anyone the way I trusted Antoinette. I literally have never loved anyone the way that I loved her. Like, I trusted her with all my being to guide me in the right direction. and I looked forward to our sessions. Like, it was just amazing. And I hope I do find me another therapist like her, because we text and everything. And I also would check up on her and make sure that she was okay as well. So it wasn't one-sided at all. I didn't pour all my stuff on her. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if it was professional or not, but she talked to me about things that was going on in her life too. Like, we talked like friends, and it was really, really cool. And I did appreciate each and every session I had with her. She taught me a lot. There was a lot of things, but she was like, honestly, you have all the tools and all the power. You understand the inner workings of yourself way more than the average person. You understand so much. And she's like, you missed your calling as a therapist, because you definitely need to go to school for that. Like, I feel like you're intuitive, you're intelligent, you're very, very kind, empathetic. Like, you get it. And somebody else had told me, a lot of people have told me that, to be honest with you, but I just, like, I felt like I was gonna mess people up because I'm messed up. But she was like, no, the more like you've gone through in life, the better therapist you are, because you can understand things from so many different walks of life. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, girl. I miss you though. So I just never thought that it was going to get as far as it did. I honestly just felt like, oh, it's going to be like a week or two, and then things were just going to go back to how they were. I was really, really, really surprised myself that I stood as long as I did without giving in. Like, I was really, really impressed. Time went on, a year went past, 2 years went past, and we were almost into year 3. But I just never thought it would reach to the point where it's at, where he's gone. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I never really expected to reach this point. So then I'm reflecting on everything, and I'm like, the unhealed version of myself that met that man should be proud of the person that I've become today. Like, look at us go. Like, yeah, it took a lot to get here. Yeah, it was over 20 years of lessons, but we got here. And I am never giving away an unhealed version of myself ever again. I'm never putting myself in a vulnerable spot to where somebody can come in and prey on me again. Does that make me a bitter bitch now? Because, you thought I was bitter. To be honest with you, it might. I really don't know. I don't feel bitter. Do I feel like I can trust people? Nah. But does that make me bitter? Nah. It just makes me cautious, okay? It just makes me weary. That's it. But it doesn't make me bitter. Will I be a lot more cautious entering into the next situation in my life, whatever that is? Absolutely. Will I take baby steps? Absolutely. There were tons and tons of red flags. The whole place was painted red when I met him, but I ignored that stuff. Wolf is up here giving you a little show. Get on that only pause, Wolf. So yeah, he had a lot of red flags in the beginning. I didn't see them as red flags, and then I believe it was Steve Harvey that said anybody can put up a facade for 90 days, and yeah, when I tell you, after that 90th day, that 91st day, even before then, he showed me, because I think when I met him on June 4th, and by June 14th, he had kind of shown me like his true colors by then. But me being the dumbass bitch that I was like, oh my god, he's jealous, how cute. But nah, bitch, like, it was a little possessive, like. But yeah, I think I've learned a lot of lessons. I am gonna be more cautious. I am gonna look out for a lot more things. There are things that I see that I need to work on, such as I still won't be able to let go of my knife under my bed. I tried to put that hoe away the other day, thinking I can cut up some fruit with it now. Nope, it's still there. I always thought, especially it was like 2021, I want to say like the summer of 2021, it was really at the height, it was at the peak of the abuse, right? And I just knew right then I was gonna not be here at the hands of this person. So I ended up bringing a knife into my room for protection, right? And so it stayed under my bed, and it never left under my bed. It changed positions because I used to sleep on the opposite side, and then I moved it over to my side. And then I just knew that I was gonna go down with I wasn't going down without a fight. So I was like, let me have this, and I'm gonna make sure that should something happen, he remember me one way or another, whether it be a scar or something, you're gonna remember me. So I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. I tried to put it away. I had a panic attack, put it right back, and I felt better. I'm still having the PTSD where I can't, like I have the nightmares and flashbacks, but I do feel with time I'm gonna get over that. It's just gonna take me a while. What else? I think I'm trying to like fast track my healing sometimes because I don't want to feel things. But I halfway expected myself to be up here boo-hooing every day too. Like every time I talk to you guys, be crying. But I feel like honestly, I cried more over tea last summer than I did over the situation. Oh my god, hilarious. Anyways, that's the only person I could really think I was crying like recently over. So but yeah, I find it amazing that I still got to go through some processes and grieving. I'm still getting used to this quietness, okay, because I don't hear any TikToks all loud throughout the house when I'm walking around. I don't hear that snoring that I normally hear when I'm walking around the house, because day or night, honey, they're snoring or TikTok videos, because he really didn't do much. That was all he did, was watch videos and sleep, but he'll never sleep. If you ask him, he never slept, but we all heard him sleep. So anyways, I kind of am having a hard time getting used to that, but I also feel like this is the closest to peace I've ever been in my life, because my childhood was chaotic, my relationship was chaotic, so I just always had chaos around me, like my necklace, but on my channel. But so I don't know what peace is. I would love to update my channel into something with peace in it instead of chaos, but right now it's just very chaotic. Well, actually no, it's peaceful. This is like what peace feels like to me right now. It's the closest I've ever been, like I said, and I like it. I like the way it feels, but it's quiet. Peace is quiet. So I'm not used to that. I need background noises, some pots or pans banging. I'm about to go adopt a child. Like, I'm about to do something, because I can't stand the quiet sometimes. But it's just, something that was there that made that type of noise all the time is just not there. That's it. But I have noticed that my kitchen stays clean. Like my living room stays clean. The kids are so freaking helpful, and I do appreciate that. We did find out that Kimana is a little bit on the messier side, so we gonna work on that. But for the most part, my kitchen is like 99% clean all the time. I really enjoy the cleanliness of it, and we fully stocked up on everything. I love that too. Like, I just love it. I know there's going to be times of struggle. I'm not like, putting myself in a fallacy that this is always going to be this amazing, and there might be a time where my emotions catch up with me and I might have to actually like feel them. But right now I don't feel anything, and I don't know if it's because I process those emotions. I don't know if it's just because I'm not feeling those emotions, but whatever it is, it's either not processing or it's just not there. There's only two options right now, and I'm talking to you guys, so I am processing through things, but I don't feel anything as I'm processing through it. I just feel like whatever, but I feel like you go through enough hurt and enough pain, eventually either you're numb to it or you're dumb to it, or like it's just not there. And I was very numb and dumb to situations, but I think it's just not there right now. And who knows if it'll come up, but every day I light a sage incense. I light my healing candle. My money candle will not light. They want me to be a broke bitch. But I really do try to make sure that I'm in a good place. I took a walk today. Haven't done that in a while. and it felt really, really good to get out there and walk. I listened to Kanye because me and Ye are everything. And so there was the power song, and it was like, no one man should have all this power. And I was thinking in my head, like, yes, absolutely. Like, no one man will ever have that type of power over me again. And I know that's not what Ye was talking about, but for me, it resonated, and I took that to heart. Like, no one man is gonna have any type of power like that over me again. I am definitely, sorry, going to make sure that I am not giving the broken version of myself away again, or receiving broken version of myself to myself. I'm not going to allow myself to be the broken version of myself either. I'm not going to receive that energy from myself. So I'm literally going to work on the path of healing. That is my top priority. In the last couple days, like, I've been working on things, and my credit score shot up. Like, yeah, things are going good. Things are going good. And this reminds me of when we first got separated. My credit score shot up, you know what I'm saying? The only difference is I'm not losing weight right now, but I'm about to get back on that, okay? So don't even worry about it. Since he left, I already lost 5 pounds, but I will get back to where I was and then get past that too. But yeah, I feel good. I feel really, really good. Work is stressful, but we gonna get through that. A lot of my calls definitely will be scored, and who knows what they're gonna be doing. I apologize, you guys. I'm just tired. Like I said, I work 10 hours a day, and I'm so tired. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm about to try to lay it down. I do need to try to make sure, like, Kimana's good and see where she's at. I gotta check her location and see where she's at, because she's out. She'd be out doing her thing. I'm very proud of her because she's getting out there, getting on dates, and doing what she needs to do. It's a very balanced life for her. She's, you know, work-life balance. She's getting into that. Taj is like, I'm looking for another source of income, which is amazing too. Like, I don't know, I just feel like things have happened. He's helped me organize in the garage. He's breaking down boxes for me. Like, he's just been so great. And Kimana too. Like, they've been so helpful, and I just really appreciate it a lot. And I mean, it's not a lot for me. There's not a lot of requirements for me because I'm at work most of the day, so I don't really need for much myself. I'm used to being closed off in this room, and so I am trying to get used to, like, having the door open and not feeling like I have to be closed off in this area or anything like that. But it is hard because it was going on for a very long time, so I am getting adjusted to that. The door is closed currently, but you know, little by little I do open it up. Not normally, another reason why my door stays closed is because of work, and so I usually have the door closed because of that. But the main reason was him. So I would be locked up in the room, the kids locked in their room, they're in their room with their doors locked and stuff like that all day long. So I think it's gonna take a while for us to get adjusted, but I do see Kimana with her door open. She's out in the living room enjoying life and doing what she wants to do out there. Like, she paid for a Disney Plus subscription, so she be on there all day. And you know what she told me today? Girl, ladies, gentlemen, she was like, I figured it out. And I'm like, what? And she was like, Dad is Homer and you're Marge. And I was like, she was like, yeah, the kids are always wanting Homer's love and affection. He's never doing anything but sitting around and laying around and doing nothing, and you're waiting on everybody hand and foot and trying to be positive. And I was like, holy fucking shit. I was like, whoa. So it did make me laugh, and I was like, man, was this brainwashing me? But no, honestly, like I said, I had never wanted to be married. It was not on my totem pole of life. And but when I did decide to agree to get married, I did decide to throw my all into it and be the best version of whatever I thought a wife should be. And apparently it wasn't good enough for him. I wasn't a good enough wife to him, but that's fine. He was not a great husband to me either. But what I do feel like, you know, either way I was an amazing woman. I was always trying to have his back, but you know, if you're not meant to be, you're just not, and that's okay too. Like I said in the last video, I'm not for him, and that's okay, bruh. But for a lot of people, okay. Oh, I just cracked my elbow. These joints need to be oiled. But anyways, yeah. The only advice I can give y'all at this point in life and this point in time is do not be a broken version of yourself, and don't give away a broken version of yourself. Always aspire to be the best version of yourself that is fully healed, and receive that type of love too. We can't fix people that are intent on being broken. Top priority for me, like a top priority. Make sure I'm healed, make sure they're healed, and that's the top priority. But I'm about to leave right now because I'm tired as heck, and I just want to try to sleep. I'm gonna turn off everything. I think I heard Kimana come back, but I also think I heard Taj, so I'm not sure. We had a little lizard in the garage. We named him Marshmallow. He's been here for like 2 months maybe, but we haven't seen him. So I put a little water out there for him because he seems to be chilling in the garage. Like he seems to like it. But from what I remember about Philip was there was a heating side and a cooling side, and I believe at night they went to the cooling side. I'm correct, I don't remember. And so at night the garage gets cool, so I think like it's being so hot in the day he likes it, and then at night it gets cool, so it's like the perfect temperature without you having to do any warming or any of that stuff to it. So I think he actually likes it, and so I just want to make sure he gets water. I might start buying him little bugs, I don't know. Like I've been wanting a reptile again for the longest time. Philip passed away 4 years ago, and I've been wanting a reptile, but Kimana keeps saying no. And the Marshmallow wandered into our home, and when we first moved here there were hella crickets in the garage, and I always thought about Philip. So hopefully he's enjoying like the crickets in the garage, and he looks like he's getting to be such a big boy. Like he was so tiny and now he looks so big, at least what I saw on her story. So I don't know. But anyways, you guys, my battery is gonna go low, and I thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining me on my journey, and peace out.